gaze falls on Jesse Marsh's Ireland in the opening stages here, and Johnston pushing it forward down the right towards Tajon Buchanan. Now Johnston once more. Buchanan drives it in from distance. Travers makes the save low to his left, and Jonathan David going chasing. Johnston's cross in, drops towards Liam Miller. Richie Larea chasing across to this near side. Usually gets booed in these parts, the Toronto FC man. But tonight, a very warm welcome for every single Canadian player out there from this sold-out crowd at Stade Saputo. Larea slides it through. It's a front foot start here from Canada. Liam Miller picking it up as he gets towards the byline. Miller pulling this one back, and it's over the bar from Jonathan David.
Great start, Canada right on the front foot, but a measured approach to the first 2 minutes of this game.
Some mentality, intelligence and experience, he said. But if he has to call on Dane St Clair at any point, he knows that they got injured in the 30th minute in Edmonton and looked magnificent. It's his 13th cap tonight. Starts alongside Derek Cornelius at the back. Buchanan's ball and is dealt with there by Nathan Collins.
Like that, I think the consistency that wingers bring is very important for front men, especially a guy like Kyle Lamb, who's been thriving in the championship with early balls, with service, with touch. He's in the game, and so putting it in there and knowing that it's coming in early will be important to the big number 9.
Stefano Stacchio going across to his debut. Here's Liam Miller. Miller goes for the far post. He had O'Brien backpedaling there, but he couldn't just curl it in past Travers.
Nice idea. Fed well by Jonathan David, and then the positivity.
Picked up here by Ogbeni. Chidozie Ogbeni, the 29-year-old, with the ball forward and played through here. It's a chance. Crépin has to come out. Cornelius looks to clear away.
Nervy moments for Cornelius. His pass was the one that led to that transition counter in the middle of the field to Liam Miller, and then he gets played inside. Dawson Devoy gets it goalwards. Cornelius swings at it.
O'Brien down the line. Larea doing the defending against Ogbeni, the Sheffield United. Problems this year and fell out of favour. Didn't play much at all in the second half of the championship season at Sheffield United. The last squad in Qatar, substitute appearances in all 3 games in Qatar, but now he is expected to be a starter for Jesse Marsh's. Buchanan battles down there on the far side with
right to left, a little bit quicker to open up the opposition.
Buchanan up against Undaba. Buchanan's ball in. The Flues are all battling for it, but
Canada have possession.
Miller with the shot, and that's why Parrott was unhappy.
Yeah, and I can see why. Look, it was definitely
Ume going back. Debe is there as well. As this one's curled all the way across, and it wasn't too far away from catching Travers out from Buchanan.
He did catch him out, but I think
Kone's ball through, picked up by Liam Miller. He tried the little back flip, but couldn't quite find Jonathan David there, and it's out for a goal kick.
Love the movement though. Space in a good area.
Miller trying to get away from Seamus Coleman. Miller's ball across goal, and it's put behind off O'Brien for a third Canada corner.
And that's terrific defending from O'Brien. You know exactly what Miller's attempted to get it in front.
This time swept in towards the 6-yard box. It's gone in. Canada with the early advantage from the set piece. A scramble inside the 6-yard box, and Ireland couldn't get it away.
It's all about the ball, the delivery from Estaco. Perfection right into an unbelievable area where it's so difficult for defender to get it out, the goalkeeper to come.
It was that he had a math exam at 4 o'clock this morning.
I was just going to say it was early, wasn't it? Yeah. Chance for Larin here.
Larin up against Collins down that right side. Miller in the middle. David there as well as it's played in. Takes the deflection behind for another Canada corner. David picks it up down the right side, running at Collins here. David pulls it back to the edge of the area. Comes for Liam Miller. Takes the deflection, and it's gone behind off O'Brien for another Canada corner.
Lovely football. Really nice stuff from Canada. The way that they were patient at the back. Max Crépin relaxed, willing to pass it out. And this pass here from Alistair Johnson's absolutely superb. He had a great ball in the Scottish Cup final that led to
Buchanan's ball back for Johnston. Forward for Stacchio here. Laid off for Kone. Lovely turn from Kone, and it's gone wide, and another corner coming off the boot of O'Brien. Kone short quickly to Miller. Miller twisting and turning here on the edge of the box. Gets that cross in towards the back post. Might drop down for Larin. And the flag is up for offside, and a late tackle there coming from Alistair Johnston against Jaden Ume.
Might be Diffusion again, that's just strayed offside. Short corner taken. There is Luke de Fougerolles, the far post. Ends up on his chest. Doesn't quite see it as
the time in Edmonton. Wouldn't expect that tonight. Be interesting to see how much Richie Larea can play. He's still having his minutes managed. And a free kick here as Buchanan on the far side. He's up against Andaba. And Buchanan manages to win the corner.
As decent to say many times, there's a lot more to come from this young man. I do think he's going to get better and better, and he'll be on the radar of some of Europe's top teams this summer.
Kone's ball through.
Ume's tracked him quite well on most occasions so far.
Fougerolles all over the top for Buchanan to chase. Banquart back defending, and Buchanan gives away the free kick. I don't think there was a lot in that, but the assistant was right there and had the flag up.
Is it shoulder to shoulder, or does he use arm? We talked about this, but
Eustachio finds Larea. Inside the final 3 minutes of the half, Jonathan David in for Kone. Back for Stefan Eustachio. Jonathan David once again. Jonathan David goes down. Nothing given.
There's a clip on the back of his heel. Claiming a dive. It's Connor Cobbins who suggesting it was the boy, sorry, who's saying that there was a dive there from David. I thought
Johnston arriving in Montreal from Nashville back in December of 2021. Here he is, Johnston into the box, takes the deflection, and Benny looking to get Cornelius lofting that ball out on that sweet left foot, wide to the right side for Buchanan, who slipped and just loses out there too. Not on target, but they do have this long throw launched in. Collins tries to get the flick on there. De Fougerolles underneath it, as O'Brien went for it as well. And Jake O'Brien giving away the free kick there. Formation, it's Parrott still on, and Devoy that has left the game.
Yeah.
Buchanan with this ball in towards the penalty spot, drops for Kyle Larin. And in the opening seconds of the half, Canada get the corner.
Yeah, and I think he'll be disappointed with his first touch. Kyle Larin, he bounces up a little bit. It's a half chance, comes in, not a good clearance. That's the one there. If that was a little tighter to his body.
Shot. Real positives to see Richie Larea still out there right now, because he is, of course, building up minutes after a long spell out injured with Toronto FC. Miller, back for Kone. It's Ismail Kone! Wasn't too far away from the former Montreal man.
Again, he'll feel he should have done better with the strike. Kone, and a nice little space inside the box, trying to wrap his foot. I think it was a planned one, just hoping that Alistair Johnston is no kind of niggle, that he just feels like giving him a rest at this point, giving Segura an opportunity. There's that yellow you talked about in the first half for Cornelius. Look, it's not exactly for that challenge, it's the accumulation of, I went a little bit higher up in scales, is playing more defensive in the back three.
It's all the way in towards the 6-yard box, and behind it goes off the head of Kyle Larin there, who's getting back defending.
It's a good header.
McGrath's ball in towards the back post. Crepeau did well under pressure there to get it. And the incredible drama on that final day of qualifying, when they won on the road against Hungary to take it to the playoffs.
Roll. Buchanan will fancy his chances against both of them. Good little ball there.
Scales started along. McGrath's ball forward, given away. Segura carrying it towards the edge of the box, but he just overran that one.
Yeah, following the instructions.
Jonathan David. Now Richie Larea back into the path of Jonathan David. Falls towards Kyle Larin. And the flag is up. Travers makes the save anyway.
Good save, stays tall. Larin hits the target. Pretty.
Kone pushing it forward down the right, too far in front of Nico Segura, and out of play it goes. Luke de Fougerolles so calm, isn't he, and confident when he steps onto the ball in situations like that.
Yeah, really.
Ball high hanging towards the head of Derek Cornelius, who got up well. Now Kone in the midfield, picked up by Jonathan David. Canada with options right and left as David feeds it towards Liam Miller. The back line backpedaling as Miller races to the edge of the box. It's Liam Miller, and he couldn't keep it down.
It's been the only thing missing from some of his 1v1 situations at the side there. Shanetti and Christian Jack, Kevin Coban.
Is that a penalty?
Oh, he's given it.
He's given it. The foul by Kyle Larin, who was back defending. And a yellow card coming. And a penalty for Ireland.
It's out.
Parrott with a penalty. Crepeau with a save, but he couldn't get the rebound. And it's 1-1.
What a save. Capot reads it perfectly well down his left.
And here comes Richie Larea down the left side. But I wonder how much longer Richie Larea will be in there tonight as he continues his build-up towards full minutes. But Ireland suddenly have a bit of momentum here in Montreal.
Played for second balls, not pretty, but he's been quite effective in the second half. Another one again there, at least at corners. It's not even a good ball from Scales, but it's in the area that
He should have been in front by more than just the one goal. Couldn't capitalise on all their play in the attacking third in that first half as it's cleared away here by 65 minutes gone as Miller plays this one into the middle. It's McGrath sliding in with the challenge, picked up by Seamus Coleman. Benny, the goal scorer, inside for McGrath. A concern here with Stefan Eustachio down. Into the middle for Jonathan David. It's David finds Kyle Larrin. Kyle Larrin with a chance for Canada. Oh, just past the post. Did Travers get a touch on the way through?
I think he did. And Basson was so close to just bundling it into the net. Now we're up the other end with Benny.
Kone chasing back as Benny tries to get away. Derek Cornelius will step in, but it's out for 20 years older than him.
Yeah,
Also making way. Here's the outswinger. Glanced off the head there of Kyle Larris.
them to this kind of style of game.
Played in towards Jonathan David here. Lovely footwork from David down the line for Liam Miller.
Best one, the one on target as you talked about in the second half.
Promise David gets the flick on here, headed away by Abankwah. Segur racing to get to it first. Segur's ball back across the 6-yard box. It's behind. It's a corner for Canada.
You like that from Segur. Takes it right to the goal line. Tries to stand this free kick against Wales.
Eustachio's delivery over the top of Cornelius. Almost dropped to Jonathan David there after Diffuserol had got ahead to it. It's behind for another corner on the far side.
What a block from Abankwah. Another block from Ireland. In the box, it's a great header from
Eustachio short for Liam Miller. Back for Stefan Eustachio. It's his ball into the middle. Distance on the header away as Eustachio hooks it back wide for Miller down the left side. And he's kept it in play. He's up against Coventry there. Liam Miller towards the byline. Miller's cross in. And another Canada cup. Eustachio's ball in. Travers gets a punch to it. Promise David will jump. Buchanan will take it. Looping into the front post. It was flipped behind by Promise David.
He's got a problem with his shoulder. Just takes a bang maybe on the shoulder. Not a great header from Promise David in that.
Kone. Eustachio forward. Good play from Canada here. It's Miller from distance. Liam Miller's shot skipping wide.
I don't think that's the right choice, although to hit it from that distance. Would have took something really special. Make that extra pass, get it out wide to Buchanan here and let him do his work. You even had
So go down the right towards Tajon Buchanan. Buchanan gets by Scales. Cross comes Abankwah. And the referee has given the free kick here against Tajon Buchanan.
silly that from Buchanan to nudge Abankwah.
It's Bene down the right as Cornelius tries to get back. Bene's ball into the middle. Comes all the way here. Familia! Crepeau with a save! Canada's first choice keeper comes up big to keep it at 1-1.
What a save. Point blank range from Milia. Oh, it's of Maxime Crepeau.
Travers with a high ball downfield. The song heads away. And in it goes once again. This time, distance on the header away from Promise David. Cornelius. Now it's Basson. Kone from distance. He's fouled. Free kick coming.
Yeah, Phillips coming out to meet Kone because he's lining up for the shot, but Kone just feints and goes an extra little yard or two to his right. Entices Phillips in to make the foul. It is a foul. Bit of a sop.
It's Derek Cornelius to swing it in. And time now for the All-State save.